ABC5 Chicago, live at 10.
Chicago gets a visit from the vice president. Al Gore comes to town seeking support at the Rainbow Push Convention. The second Democrat to address the convention this week alone, courting votes for a presidential run. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robin Meade.
And thanks for being with us this Saturday night. I'm Derek Blakely. First, it was Senator Bill Bradley who spoke to the Push Convention on Thursday, and today it was the vice president's turn. Gore delivered a rousing speech before a packed house at McCormick Place, drawing several standing ovations. If he was weary from his hiking vacation, the vice president's fatigue evaporated under a driving gospel beat.
I want to first of all save Social Security first and fix Medicare with a prescription drug benefit and take care of our seniors and take care of the poor and take care of families that have been left behind.
Just yesterday, Gore and his son reached the top of Washington's Mount Rainier. Today, he appealed for minority votes to reach the political mountaintop, the White House.
I want to lead with you toward an America where we do not tolerate a single crime of bias and hate, and where police never target the innocent or harass people based on hollow stereotypes.
With that, Gore ignored a challenge laid down earlier at the convention by his opponent, Bill Bradley. Bradley urged that Gore pressure President Clinton to act now on racial profiling. Instead, Gore slammed Republicans for supporting big tax cuts and for opposing a tough patient's Bill of Rights.
They're being denied care by HMO bureaucrats who don't have a license to practice medicine and don't have a right to play God.
Many of those attending the convention gave Gore high praise.
He pushed all the right buttons. He said all the things that people of color needed to hear.
But the Reverend Jesse Jackson isn't making any endorsements yet.
It's too early to focus on endorsing candidates. This is the time for the candidates to take their case to the people.
The vice president's trip follows recent visits here by his wife, Tipper. She's made 2 trips to Chicago this month alone. Tonight, Gore joined President Clinton for a political fundraiser in Little Rock, Arkansas. That's despite concerns expressed by some Gore aides that a candidate shouldn't be seen too close to a president who was impeached. Tonight, Mr. Clinton played the role of guest speaker at a fundraising dinner. The dinner, which drew hundreds of Arkansas's most influential Democrats, was expected to raise between $250,000 and $300,000 for Gore's campaign.
And new revelations tonight about First Lady Hillary Rodham Clinton's family ties. An article in a New York newspaper reveals that Mrs. Clinton has Jewish relatives from Chicago. The timing is being questioned by some, since the First Lady is considering a run for Senate in New York. NBC5's Phil Rogers live in the newsroom now with more on this story tonight. Phil.
Well, Robin, it appears we're not imagining things and we didn't really miss anything. Despite at least 3 book-length biographies and her own accounts of her upbringing in suburban Park Ridge, the story of the First Lady's Jewish step-grandfather has never come out until now. And it didn't take long for the pundits to seize the moment.
Well, they're now claiming Hillary has Jewish roots. Haven't the Jewish people suffered enough?
The scoop came in the Forward, a Jewish weekly published in New York. The revelations concern Hillary Rodham Clinton's maternal grandmother, Della Howell. That after the birth of 2 children, one of them Hillary's mother, Howell divorced her husband, Hillary's grandfather, in 1926 and remarried a Jewish Chicago businessman named Max Rosenberg 7 years later.
All we know is that he was in the real estate business. He was born in Russia. He was from a Russian Jewish family that emigrated here.
Attorney Charles Bernstein did the Forward's genealogical research here in Chicago. He found the couple lived here in the Rogers Park neighborhood in the 6300 block of North Campbell until 1960, when they moved to California when Hillary was 13.
She acknowledged it in a statement that she remembered Max Rosenberg fondly and that he used to take her to Kittyland.
Will the news be viewed as political opportunism by the sometimes fickle New York electorate? Political consultant Tom Seraphin says in heavily Jewish New York, the First Lady would have been crazy not to reveal her close brush with Jewish roots.
And if they weren't taking advantage of that opportunity, then they wouldn't be Hillary Rodham Clinton's operation and the husband and the wife's team from Arkansas that done just a great job of taking advantage of all the little opportunities and pulling the trigger at the right time.
It just goes to show that really we're all related and we're all involved with each other and we've got to work together.
Now, why has this been such a secret up to now? There may be a simple answer. We're told that neither the First Lady nor her mother were particularly close with her grandmother or her step-grandfather, even though they all lived here in the Chicago area. Live in the newsroom, Phil Rogers, NBC5, Chicago.
Phil, thank you. Police have a suspect in custody tonight, charged in connection with an attack on a woman in a Streeterville parking garage.